Just like humans, pets often live with illnesses and disabilities. We're learning more about that today. I'm here with Dr. Edlin with Gentle Vets Hawaii. Hi, hello, doctor.
Hi, Trenny. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Now, how should people kind of approach the situation when caring for a pet that has a disability or an illness?
Well, one of the key things when you're approaching a situation like that, whether it's cancer, injury, an ocular injury, for example, don't give up. For one thing, pets aren't as hypochondriac about their own illnesses as we are. And so animals with illnesses, they don't know it. You know, they're missing a leg. They don't care. They got 3 others. They do just fine. It's not uncommon to see 3-legged dogs running around, and they are not slowed down one little bit at all. Totally paralyzed dogs. I had one case many years ago. I put him in a cart because he was completely paralyzed in his back end, and I took him out in the parking lot to see how he was going to do with his cart. Well, he almost got hit by a car because he ran away from me so fast I had a hard time catching him. This is a completely paralyzed dog running away from me. So dogs don't sympathize, or they don't sulk about their injuries, and they carry on with life as normal. Leilani is a perfect example. She's a completely blind dog. You would never know it. I mean, when you walk in, do you know she's blind? You don't know she's blind. She's over there wrestling with Doc. She jumps in and out of cars. She runs up and down steps. She acts completely normal, and she has a wonderful life.
Is that a common mistake, then, that pet owners make? Is they're kind of babying the pet if they have an injury or an illness?
Absolutely. You don't want to baby them too much. You have to help her. We had to teach Leilani how to get along after she went blind, but you do things, you make noises, you're just constantly making noises as she learns to deal with that by using her ears and her nose to sense where she's going. The 3-legged dog, actually, it's a problem when I do surgery on a leg that's going to come back, but there's 3 other legs, and they won't use the bad leg in the meantime because they got 3 others on. I'm not going to bother with that leg. One of the key issues with the disability is when we're facing osteosarcoma or some other cancer. And particularly with osteosarcoma, the treatment is to amputate the leg. Osteosarcomas are very painful, and as soon as you amputate the leg, the pain is gone. So after 10 days of healing or whatever, they never had the leg, and they're getting along on 3 legs. They're doing absolutely fine. Their prognosis improves dramatically, and they can go on and carry on and live a very normal life after this amputation.
Let's talk more about that, because a lot of pets do have cancer. Do they... I don't know. How does it feel for them to go through chemo? I mean,
there's a couple. No, it is not the same as humans. There's a couple differences. One, with osteosarcoma, which is one of our common cancers, it is a painful disease. It's usually on a distal limb, and if we cut the limb off, the pain is gone. And so, and after a week or 10 days, the incision is healed up, and they're back to being normal. So that's one of the particular ones that we deal with. The other thing is chemotherapy. In people, we're looking for cures with chemotherapy. We're trying to get people to be cured. So we're using chemotherapy levels that are way up here. In animals, if we can get 3 years of survival out of an animal, that's typically enough to live a normal lifespan. If they're 12 when they get cancer and they go till they're 15, that's wonderful. And so we can use much lower levels of chemotherapy. And the side effects, therefore, are much reduced. So.
Okay. All right. So the main message here is... just because your pet has a disability or an illness, it does not mean that your time with them is over, right?
Not
Don't
at
give
all.
up.
Not at all. And what we want to do is maximize that wonderful time that we have with our pets and maximize it in a pleasant manner, a good quality of life. And the quality of life in cancer cases is excellent, and we see excellent responses with both chemotherapy, surgical therapy. We're actually trying to work on getting radiation therapy going, so that basically the trifold of cancer therapy, and the last one is personalized therapy. And personalized therapy is where we look into our genomes, just at a Cancer Society meeting, and we look into our genomes and find out what specific targets we can look at.
Doctor, thank you so much. So interesting.
Thank you, Trenny.
Thank you. Great story.
Dogs are a lot more resilient than you might think. I mean, they're troopers. But there's one thing I can't stand is like to see my dog or any dog in pain. You know what I mean? So when they're sick, it really messes with your head.
Yeah,
You
and
always
it's so
want them
hard
to be
because
happy.
they can't talk to you.
No, they can't tell
right?
you
They
what's
can't tell
wrong.
you
Yeah.
where it hurts.
But you can see it in their their face and their demeanor that something is wrong, not feeling good. But I'm glad some of that science in veterinary medicine has kind of caught up.
Absolutely.
Good to see that.